But I also cannot stand all these people who are like, oh, Fortnite bad this, Fortnite bad that. Like, shut up for once in your life. Please, just be quiet. Shut your mouth, alright? Don't talk for several days. Because none of us want to have our brain cells start decaying from hearing your mouth diarrhea, okay? So, with all these Rainbow Six Siege meme accounts, right? They always post about how bad the game is, how they hate the game, this and that. Then I have a few questions, or I have a set of questions for you guys. Question number 1. If you hate the game so much, why do you keep playing it? But no, you guys talk about how bad of a game Siege is, but you continue to give them money and contribute to the problem. Why do you think I didn't buy this season's battle pass in Siege? I had to go use the bathroom in our ranked match. I got banned for 24 hours. Everyone always says, oh, the reason you're not X rank is X reason. No, it's not X reason. It's not because I'm bad. It's not because I don't do team-based things. No, I play support operators 9 times out of 10.
Oh, and by the way, you could actually make an argument for Twitch being racist, by the way. Because I actually think, I'm in the small minority that thinks you should be able to say whatever you want. Like, whether, be it a slur or not, you should be able to say whatever you want. Okay? Call me whatever you want to call me, but that's the way I view it. And that's the way I'm always going to view it, because at the end of the day, everyone is prejudiced, no matter who you are. No matter who you are prejudiced against another group. You can say that you're not, but you most certainly are. And that goes for everybody, not just you, not just me, everybody. But when you let your bias and your prejudice overtake your sense of your sense of morality and self-control, that is where the problem comes in. Because at that point, you're not only affecting one group, you're affecting everyone. Your problem becomes everyone's problem because you cannot control yourself, you cannot control your bias. It's vile, it's abhorrent, and I hate it. And with that being said, I think I've exhausted most of the points that I've had to make. Let me think for a couple seconds just to make sure I have. I can't think of anything else, so...
I mean, dude, this is why I just have no respect for black holes. Because when there's a literal 12-year-old kid joining my party, and this happened a few years ago. He was actually 9 when this happened. So, 9. We're just gonna say he's 9. So, when my 9-year-old friend invites me to a party in tears because black holes won't leave him alone, and I'm sitting there trying to enjoy another game, and I have to go on GTA and defend him because black holes won't leave him alone, that makes me kind of mad, right? Not only because I have to get off of what I'm playing, but because someone's attacking one of my friends. That's my friend. I'm not gonna sit there and just let someone go after him for no reason. And it's really sad that he's gonna stoop that low over GTA. It is GTA, and he stoops that low. I don't bring anything personal into an argument. The only thing personal I'll bring into an argument is I'll say, this is why nobody likes you, or this is why you have no friends, or yada yada yada, right? And 9 times out of 10, if I'm trash talking somebody, I'm not even being legit. I'm just messing around with them and seeing if they'll catch on to the fact that I'm messing around. So it's all just lighthearted fun with me. But with Josh, and I've been witness to this, he has told people to off themselves because they blew up one of his sales. I'm gonna fight back, and if you don't like it, and you do anything else, I'm gonna call in more friends. And Josh's response is to continually call me the N-word, which I found pretty amusing, considering the fact that he called me a racist, and then he called me the N-word with the hard R at the end. There's literally a report button for voice chat annoying me, or harassment or hate speech and all that stuff, and still nothing is done about it. I literally started breaking down because I lost 4 games in a row, not because I was potato aim within my shots or anything like that, not because of that, because I was actually doing good. I went 13 and 6 and lost, and there was a guy with only 1 kill on my team. And I essentially said, you know, why do I even bother when this is what happens? Because it seems with anything I do in life nowadays, the harder I try, it just the more it blows up in my face. The stream is basically just a podcast where we just rant about certain things that frustrate us. Because it's Friday evening, you know, time to vent our frustrations, time to get rid of all of our anger we've had for the week. Too soft. And here's another thing I want to point out, right? Now, everyone who sees this can think what they want of me. I genuinely don't care. But everyone takes history out of context so much. The rebel flag, or the racist symbol of slavery, as the liberals like to call it, it's not a racist symbol at all. It was actually the original American flag. However, the Confederates used that flag, and the South used that flag, the North used a different flag. And the only reason they say that that it's a racist symbol is because the South wanted to keep slaves. So it's like, man, it's not racist. Look through history. It's called the rebel flag for a reason. What did the South states do when the North states said they wanted to outlaw slavery? What did they do? They rebelled. That's why it's called the rebel flag. Because if your government does something you don't like, you can rebel. That's exactly what it represents. But no, it's just a racist hate symbol of slavery, right? None of y'all can take a joke. None of y'all even know what you're talking about when it comes to history. So why even bother debating with these people? Because they're not smart. Like, oh, cool, you have a liberal arts degree. You just wasted $100,000 to get a job that's gonna pay you $20,000 a year. Nice job. Okay, stereotypes exist for a reason, okay? Stereotypes would not exist if it didn't happen. Just putting that out there. A lot of people say, oh, people need to stop being racist in game chat. Well, you know what? You should take your own advice, right? Every black person who says people should stop being racist in game chat needs to take their own advice. Have you ever heard an argument between a black person and a white person in game chat, Damien? It's literally just a black person. It's literally just a black person throwing racial slurs at the white person over and over again until the white person gets fed up, calls them the hard R, and then the black person says, "Oh, now I'm gonna get all my friends in here." And the last time me and Jesse had a situation like that, Jesse said it to the guy, and the guy got so mad. He said, "Now I'm gonna get all my friends in here." And we said, "Good. We don't care if you're all in God mode. You're just giving us more footage to get you guys banned." And by the way, if you get banned for cheating in a game, your PlayStation account also gets banned. So if you get banned, don't come crying to us on an alternate account, because we'll probably just tell them that you made an alternate account and get that banned too. I just thought I should point out that I'm literally better than everyone else in here. Just thought I should point that out. Boom, look at that, 11 kills. More than everyone else combined. See? Best player in here. I am the best player in here. The game has just been plagued by God mode glitches as of late. I am guilty of using the God mode glitch. It takes so long to grind, and the fact that some just degenerate that sits on GTA 24/7 with an Oppressor Mark II can ruin an entire month's worth of grinding, right? Say someone like me who's been working very hard in school, or someone that has a job, right? We do things outside of gaming, and we don't have, you know, hundreds of hours a week to dump into GTA Online, you know? We don't have 160 hours a week. We don't stay up all 7 days of the week and then sleep for 3 days straight. We don't do that. We have other things we have to do. We have other things we do. This game's rated M for mature, and you are obviously not very mature. Just like all your griefer pals, which, by the way, the amazing CJ, I've actually fought a few of your griefer pals before. It was back before I changed my name on PSN to Stun Gun Gaming. Y'all might remember me as Magnet Gamer YT. Yeah, I slapped you guys up, so If y'all want me to do it again, I can. You know, I went after your grief for pals before. Who's stopping me from going after you next time? Because trust me, you and your friends are not as good as you think. Trust me on that one. You are not even close to being as good as you think you are. So, yeah, I think that's kind of funny because I have fought some of his griefer pals before, and they're terrible. If you have the equipment to beat them, it's easy. If you have the same stuff they use, it's an easy win. It's literally like me using my my tryhard loadout in Modern Warfare, you know? No way to lose against them. They're that bad. And when they start abusing glitches, that's when you know you've won, because it means they can't beat you playing fairly. Which, yeah, it's in the game and you can use it, but when someone does the same thing to you and you complain about it and call them a cheater and tell your whole fan base to report them, a little bit hypocritical if you ask me. But I do condone him griefing the professional, because the professional is kind of a liar and a scumbag and a manipulator. So, that's fine. He gets a free pass there. But I don't get why he messes with ordinary people just trying to live their lives. Does not make any sense whatsoever. So, yeah. I just thought I would come on here, kind of talk about the current state of GTA a little bit, and give a couple recommendations. So yeah, if y'all like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video, as it would help my channel grow, as we have been in the 40s for our subscriber count for a while now, and I would like to see that move up to the 50s here in the near future. Thank you. And it's irritating, because I know what that's like. I know what it's like getting cargo blown up that you spent time and effort getting up. How some people are like, oh yeah, you're a hypocrite for this, you're a hypocrite for that. It's like, okay. Like, yeah, maybe I am a bit of a hypocrite. You know, I have over 2,000 hours clocked in on this account, right? On PlayStation 4, I have 2,000 hours clocked in. Probably more, right? Probably way more. Because they're complaining about all these different ops, and they're only wanting Ubi to buff certain ops who are already broken. But it's, I don't know, it's irritating, and somebody just simply outplays them. They just start crying and whining and complaining and saying, oh, that's OP, that's OP. Like, dude, how is that OP? Unlike all these other snowflakes who can't take criticism, I'll just fight back. The one time I decide to do a money glitch, my account gets reset. But you guys are telling me that I'm in the wrong, that I deserve to have my entire progress reset because I did one glitch. We are the people who keep the game on top. You guys realize that if it wasn't for us, this game would be nothing right now? I won't lie, I spent 10 bucks one time, right? I got a $10 shark card one time when I was a level 70 something so I could get my MOC. But never again will I spend money on GTA. I will just take my money and give it to a dev team that deserves it. I'll give my money to the development studio that actually, you know, did something to deserve it, that actually earned it. So, nice going, guys. Nice going. I'm not gonna quit playing GTA, but I'm definitely not gonna support Rockstar Games, you know. I hate to break it to you guys, but saying L+ ratio is not, it's not hate speech, it's not hate. And on top of that, if you're inside of the US and you get banned for that, that's a violation of your First Amendment rights. Because you weren't even saying, you weren't inciting violence, first of all. There was nothing racist, sexist, homophobic, or anything like that in L+ ratio, it's just L+ ratio. You know, honestly, I tried holding off on making this video. I tried, you know, just waiting to see if Ubisoft would get their act together and fix it. It's either I'm stuck with a bunch of 12-year-old degenerates with nothing better to do than sit there and trash talk me when I carry them, or mouse and keyboard cheaters in every single game I play. I can never win. And by the way, I'd like to point out So I'm someone who gets stressed out by just things in their personal life. Alright? So I get stressed out pretty often, and the stress from ranked on top of that has caused, I don't know, like 5 or 6 different mental breakdowns within the past 3 months. 3 within the same week. We lost because of Ubisoft's inability to fix the game. And this isn't the first time it's happened. So, how about this? How about you go in, okay, let's say you're a GTA player, right? And keep in mind, guys, there is skill-based matchmaking in Siege, but not in the way that you guys think, alright? But, to top it all off, they'll put you with smooth brains. They'll put you with people who have no clue what they're doing. That's exactly how I lost my gold. Because I was put with people who had no clue what they were doing, and then I was being put up against mouse and keyboard cheaters. Just... I don't get it, it's so annoying. Alright? How about this? How is it fair that the only reason I haven't hit plat or diamond yet is because you guys continually screw me over? So Ubisoft, you are now millions of dollars in debt more than likely.